Welcome back to Craig's cabin. Today we're going to be using this little log we found in powder mill, and we're going to make a small Swedish torch. So let's jump into the video. Small Swedish log here to make a Swedish torch. Got a bit of thin gauge wire used for making snares. We've got a couple of little bits of wood to pack it out with. Now we don't need a chainsaw or big axe for this one, just because it's a small little log. So we're going to use the old trusty machete. And first thing we're going to want to do is so, one half, two halves, and then we want to split it in half again. Like that. And same with the other one. It's a bit far away, isn't it? There. There we go. So we've got 4/4 of the log. Now, next bit we want to do is get right on the corner edge, just here. We want to take a slither off of each of them. Working on this one. Flip it over. There we go. Now you could use the little bits that come off instead of the little bits of bamboo I've got. So we're going to crack on with this. Right, so we've chopped up these 4 bits here, and what we want to do is put them back together with a bit of wood in between them so that the air can circulate. We're going to put them back in the right sort of formation, and then when we've got all the bits of wood in there and all back together, we're going to wrap it with this wire. So put another bit in here, and another segment. Another one in here, with another segment in there. So, I'm going to hold it together with my legs so I can get the bit of wire around the first bit. There we go. Keep it together. Come round again. That bit of wood sliding out. Push that back in. Come round again. Tie it up. Now it's not the prettiest Swedish torch I've ever seen, but as you can see, the wire is all tied up, the bits of wood in there to allow the air to travel through. So you can see my hand through there. Right, so the next thing we want to do is we want to put some kindling So we're going to start stuffing it with these kindling bits here. All these little tiny scraggly bits, nice bits of dry wood, bit of grass. Stick that in there. Right. All these little tiny bits of wood here. Stick them in there as well. Bit more grass in there. Right. So pause it there. I'm going to stuffed it with firelighters and kindling and cotton wool and everything we can find, because I didn't have my normal Vaseline and cotton wool. I'm just going to and once that's burnt down a little bit, we'll be able to sit our kettle on it. I'm sorry I keep changing position, the editing's a bit rubbish, but I need to get comfortable. I don't know if you can see the fire. Oliver, do you want to come and get a closer look? You've got to leave plenty of air coming through the side bits there, so the wind can keep feeding it oxygen all the way through. It's hollow through the middle, except for where we've stuffed the firelighters in. So, if you really wanted to, as well, after you've cooked or whatnot, you could get some more kindling bits to just feed the fire.
Oh, not that. Sorry.
I know you're not meant to burn plastic, but this is a bit of rubbish laying about. Let's melt that all over there. There we go. You see the fire okay, Oliver, or do you need to kneel down and have a sweep? Give that a little poke about. I could just lift the whole fire up as well. Dropped a bit there, but that's alright. That's not going to worry me too much. Get my stick poked in this firelighter. Put it back in, there we go. See? Not an issue, stick's fine. But once that's burnt down a little bit, so it's flat, right, let's just push that in because it's going to stay alight now. But once that's on there, you can put your kettle on the top, and the air should feed in through the sides and keep it alight. Let's see if I just put it out, shall we? No, it's still alight. But yeah, you can put your mess tin or your kettle on the top, heat up, make your cup of coffee, cup of tea, cook your dinner, and once you're finished with that, you put that away, you feed it a little bit. I'll just lay that on the top there like that. You just feed it a bit more, and it keep you, well, give you a bit of heat, and the smoke should keep away any little bitey bugs, annoying little midgies. And even this little log here should burn for about half an hour. All depends on how quickly it burns and what type of wood it is. I don't actually know what type of wood it is because I'm not very good with trees, but could be sycamore, could be I don't know, it could be oak. I doubt it's oak, but it could be. I think it's sycamore, just because where we got it from. Let's have a little pokey poke. Trying to get a close up of what it's doing, Oliver. come as close as you need to. That's right, I'm here. I've got my first aid kit as well. Look how it's burning through the middle. There you go. But if you pack it with a couple of fire lighters and all the little bits of kindling you can find, it's a pretty good little fire. And the fact that it's self-supporting and you can just go like that and put your tin on it, and then it heat up your water, your food. Brilliant little thing. And all it is a log wrapped with a bit of wire that you'd use for snares, stuffed with a couple of fire lighters and a load of kindling. And take it back off and it's still lit. So Swedish Torch, nice portable little fire. Since it's burning outside as well now, it's a thumbs up from me. Stay safe and I'll see you later.